We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Seahawks going up against the Black Knights. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Seattle Seahawks and the London Black Knights. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. 2nd down following the run.
All right, here we go. Green, turn.
Ingram again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Again, they'll run with Ingram. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19, Detroit, Detroit. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. 3-19.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And Brinz's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And that'll bring up second down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Donald Butler brings him down. And let's look defensively at the starters.
Stephon Anthony acclimated quite quickly to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Third and 2, now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team, but one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Thomas, and he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. On second down, here's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On third and short, going with their tight end. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now Wilson on second down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. To throw is Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. On second down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. And keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Second down, Rawls. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
A good pickup there, a 22.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On first down, Procise. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now it's Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's 3rd and short.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They go again with Rawls. And some room to work. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all Offense rolls. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, Wentz. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. 3-19.
Play action. Now Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that is incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Brenza's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
Third and goal now. Ball on the 5. Now a give to Collins. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here we go with Rawls. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So we've got a 2nd and 5. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go! 3-19!
From the gun on third down, Wentz. It's complete to Flainer. And he's going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wentz going to throw. It's complete. Flainer, right side. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Hurry up, here we go!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here we go now!
Now Wentz on third down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give him the first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. From the red zone now, Wentz. It's caught left side by Cooks. A gain of 6 there on first. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Throwing now is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And a short gain here down to the 22. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. On 3rd down, this is Collins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.